right, looks like we're on here, Mark. And get going. This is our bridge update, our monthly bridge first Wednesday of the month here. I got Mark, and you brought in some pictures, I think, to
Yes, I did.
take a look at. But maybe we'll start. It's been busy. We've had a lot of dry days, and all of a sudden now we're in the mud. Now we're wet. If we can give them an update where the schedule sits right now.
Okay, I did miss a meeting yesterday, so I'm kind of working off the schedule here, but looks like they are waiting for the settlement period on the north abutment approach fill there crossing Wisconsin. Again, they're going to start working on the removal of the box culvert over there in Wisconsin as well.
Okay, the mud lake, the box culvert, and getting that back in order.
All right, they're decking the pre-stressed beams over in Wisconsin. So they're getting ready for a concrete pour.
Yeah, so if you've been on the road and look over there, that's now looking like a bridge. They've actually got decking going on, so.
Looks like they're also working on the drilled shafts there at Pier 2. And let's see, water and sewer between Potter and Plum on 3rd Street.
It's been a busy few weeks for that. I've been down there quite a bit on the water and sewer.
Done eventually here.
Yeah, it's getting close right now.
Yep, and looks like maybe next week they're going to be moving some traffic around on Plum Street.
Yeah.
And I did bring a graphic. I can.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, there'll be a traffic switch on Plum. It'll just shift it over. There will not be a closure or anything like that. 58 or Plum Street will be open. It just needs to move over so some storm sewer work that comes into the intersection can get done in that last water main connection as well.
Making a little lane shift, basically.
A lane shift, yep.
Putting some barrier on the edge to protect the work area.
And moving the traffic a little bit west there to protect the work zone.
Let's see. And it looks like they're going to continue working on that east half of 3rd and Plum Street there.
Correct, yep.
And looks like some retaining wall pours for retaining wall 1 there. Let's see. Basically, all the retaining walls are working on in the bridges over on the Minnesota side here. So.
Yeah, and there was, last week we had some overnight construction. I think we got some
beams,
set beams. It shouldn't have been real noisy work, but it was overnight construction. Had a detour set up on 61 to use Flower Valley Road and Highway 58 to get through town. So that was 2 nights of overnight work. Went well. I assume that's moving toward the next stages of that bridge construction. So
I'll start decking that here shortly, and we'll soon get a deck pour here maybe this fall still.
Okay. Had some high winds in town that affected the construction site as well, along with the rain.
Knocked some forms over, unfortunately.
But yep. Some of the retaining wall forms got blown over and had some issues with that, but we're back at it, even with it's awfully muddy and wet out there.
Sure it is.
Yeah, and trying to get that sewer and water. I've been busy with that sewer and water on 3rd and Potter there, working with the businesses to get them back in order and connected back up to our new mains. So anything else that last month that jumps out at you that other than starting to look like a bridge on the Wisconsin side?
Well, the beams are set over there now, so like I said, they start decking.
Okay.
They did finish, I think, the 3rd drilled shaft on Pier 2 there, so they should be moving on with the 4th one right now.
Okay.
That'll be the last one, then they'll move over to
the Minnesota Pier.
Minnesota Pier, yep. Get started over there maybe late next week, I would think.
Oh, okay, good.
Or early the following week.
All right. Get that pier in place so we can start thinking about the actual main span then.
Start setting the steel tub girders.
Good. All right, you got some pictures to show us, Mark? You go through that.
So first I'll start with that, just kind of the lane shift detail. So that's kind of the wrong size, but never mind. can see right here where traffic will shift, like Jay said, over to the west a little bit on Plum Street.
So basically what you see in the shaded orange there is the 3rd Street construction right there, and then traffic is just getting pushed over closer to like Liberty on that side of the intersection, because you'll be out, not all the way out to center, but out quite a ways there, Mark. Looks like, to make that final connections for storm and water main.
Yep, it looks like you're going to lose some parking stalls here.
There'll be some good to point that out. There is a parking impact from roughly the alley to the corner there, and that is in front of the Redmond. There'll be some parking stalls taken out temporarily while they're getting that work done. So.
Then we'll move on to the pictures. So here's some pictures of the overnight when they set the beams. So I believe all the beams are set in this picture.
Okay.
And I kind of got these backwards. So. These are lifting some into place.
Looks like you got set up some good light plants there to get the work done.
Right, make it safe for everybody.
Nancy's in the audience, a resident on 4th Street. There wasn't much noise though, huh? Not like the bridge demo when we...
Didn't hear it at all.
Yeah, good.
I didn't see it either as far as the lighting and stuff.
The lighting didn't affect you either? Okay, good.
It's the last one on the beams.
Okay.
And here's a couple of shots from Zenith has a drone, and they took a couple of shots over on the Wisconsin side.
So there you can see the beams set on the piers in the Wisconsin side, and no decking at that point yet, but the beams are in there, setting them in place anyway.
And then you can see the barge where they're doing the drilled shaft there in the river.
And you said they're on their last one there, huh? The 4 shafts?
Yep. And one more shot. Yes, you can see they're bringing a beam in on the truck. Kind of a shot from the Minnesota abutment looking back towards Wisconsin there.
Sideways a bit, but...
Yeah, I should have rotated that one. Then this is, I believe, the footing for one of the retaining walls there along the ADM plant. And let's see, must be the back wall of one of the abutment, or the abutment wall. And here's another shot of one of the abutments as they're pouring the, what they call the back wall on the abutment.
Okay.
Kind of that top where the beam, against where the beams sit. And kind of a daytime shot of the beams as they're set. And then this is, I believe, the footing for the bridge over, we're at Plum there by the Red Wing Shoe plant.
Oh, okay. So the slip ramp bridge that will go into the parking lot of Red Wing Shoe, behind Red Wing Shoe.
Yep. And that's all I brought. So.
Okay. So overall, Mark, with the high water and the delays that caused, are we kind of back on schedule, or I know we had some what you call float in there
Right.
as far as the schedule.
I think they're fairly close to schedule. The one thing we don't know is that north approach fill has a settlement period of up to 1 year, and we don't know how long that may have to sit. We're hoping that it's less than a year.
Okay.
If it is a year, then it will put them behind schedule.
And that's the approach, the fill on the Wisconsin side that's sitting in place, trying to compact those soft soils underneath.
Right, all that.
That you're hoping it's less than a year, but
Right.
and
What our
you're
geotechnical engineers are telling us is that they believe it will be less than a year, but they don't know for sure until
Okay.
they see how, once they get the surcharge fully loaded and they let it sit and see how it responds.
okay. So that's an ongoing monitoring process, that you've got all of the wicks in there, the drain.
They've got sediment plates monitoring it. They've got piezometers measuring the water pressure in that, or the pore pressure
Okay.
in the settlement fill. So
Good. All right. Anything else, Mark, that you add for this past month, or what to maybe give us a little bit of what's coming up this next month here?
Well, I'm sure they'll, like I said, continue decking on the north approach there. I guess I don't know if they have what date they plan for a deck pour, but I'm assuming that will be sometime this fall, hopefully. Then I guess I'm not sure what else their plan is. Just continue working on their water, sewer, and storm sewer on the Minnesota side.
So things go well on that. We could be looking at curb and gutter. I mean, we're going to follow that right with curb and gutter and pavement, and get our roads reestablished. Of course, we've got to be thinking of that before the snow flies here. We need to get those in order so we can get people in and out on those roads. So
right, I know they're looking at curb and gutter and sidewalk coming in shortly.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll get the road paved this fall. I think that's the plans, to bring in the paving contractor, I think, in October, to get all that taken care of.
Good.
Because they'll also, I think they're going to patch that bump by the box culvert in Wisconsin right now, and then they'll actually do a more permanent patch on it once the bituminous contractor's in town.
Okay, all right. That sounds good. Yeah, like I said, I've been busy with the sewer and water. It's been a lot going on this past month on that part of it, and trying to get to that stage where we put road back together and get people get out of that mud and get Potter and Third. Potter and Third, though, is back open, so you can cross 3rd Street on Potter. Just to let people know, the sign wasn't pulled yesterday. It still said road closed, but it is kind of a nice cut across right there to get back up to 61, so you can cross. It's gravel through the intersection, but you can come from 4th and go north all the way to Main there now on Potter by Anides. So that's back open. And it's just a matter of getting these last few connections made and move into Building Road and get that done with. So
Some dry weather here, hopefully.
yeah, we need some dry weather for sure to get that done. We had our dry days through most of the summer, and now we need a few more to finish things up. So yeah. Well, I think that's all I had. And Nancy, I know you had some questions earlier. Got a resident in the audience here. We've answered a few of her questions, but I think that's all I have till we'll keep it on again for next month, first Wednesday of next month, and we'll be back in with another update. All right, thank you.
Good.